Welcome back to another installment of Injustice Year Zero. Now, our last video, all we saw was the Joker with the Amulet of Apophis killed Jay Garrick. He ran into a wall and supposedly he died. Now, Barry Allen, the Flash, and Superman failed to save their friend. Now, they're gonna rally with Batman and other Justice League members to team up and find the Joker. Now, some Justice Society members will tag along with Our Man, Dr. Midnight, and Liberty Bell, and the Amazing Man, but the main point of their mission is to stop the Joker before he kills anyone else. Now, there's a lot of plot points, a lot of crazy moments in this issue that are going to determine the end of this series. So, if you guys are ready, let's dive into Injustice Year Zero, number 11. Joanne says, "I packed for both of us." Barry comes speeding in. He says, "I'm so sorry, Joanne." Joanne says, Barry, listen carefully. This is not on you. Jay had the same problem, the same idea that he was to blame every time he wasn't fast enough. If he were here, he reminds you that you can't save everyone." Now, Barry states, "Are you trying to look after me? That was not the idea." Joanne says, "I can do as I like, Barry Allen. He thought of you like a son. He thought the world of you. I appreciate you being here to offer comfort, but what I truly need from you is to find whoever took Jay from me." Barry says, "I will, and I'll have help." Now, Barry comes speeding into the Batcave. He says, "Batman." Now, Alfred says, "Could you please come to a stop with a bit more consideration, Master Allen? You left burnt rubber on the floor." Barry says, "Sorry, Alfred." And Alfred says, "That's quite alright." Now, Batman comes out down the stairs. He says, "I know why you're here. I'm already on the trail of Jay's killer." Barry says, "You think he was killed?" And Batman says, "I'm certain he was. And I'm almost there. 3 days ago, a man named Andre Chavard was broken out of Blackgate Prison by the Joker. An inmate says Chavard promised power in exchange for his escape. Whatever power he promised, I believe Joker now has that. Through careful questioning of his associates, I was able to track down his movements. He recently hired Black Manta. Now we see Dinah, Wonder Woman. She has Black Manta by the throat with her lasso of truth. She says, "I can't lie when I'm holding the lasso of truth, so believe me when I say I have lost a friend, and I'm very, very angry. Tell me where you took the Joker." Now, Batman continues, "The trail led to the bottom of the sea, and a hole where once there was something. The Joker was somehow controlling Jay Garrick. I believe he was also controlling Alan Scott and the delivery man who tried to shoot Amazing Man as well." Now it's the Batman at Justice Society headquarters, New York. He has Our Man, Wonder Woman, Dr. Midnight, Amazing Man, Liberty Bell, Superman, and the Flash at the round table. Batman says, "Given that the Justice Society came into contact with Andre Chavard during World War II, I suspect you know exactly what can do this, don't you?" Liberty Bell says, "Impossible, we destroyed it after the war." Dr. Midnight grabs his chair and says, "No, Libby, we didn't." Liberty Bell says, "What?" And Dr. Midnight says, "Even together, Green Lantern and the Spectre couldn't break it." Now, Dinah says, "Why would you lie to us, Charles?" Charles says, "We needed people to believe it did exist, to guarantee no one would look for it." Dinah says, "Well, someone found it." Batman says, "Found what? What did you bury in the Mariana Trench?" Diana says, "It's an amulet. It allows the user to take over the mind of anyone they're near." Now, Batman says, "And Joker has clearly decided to target the Justice Society with this." Amazing Man says, "Why?" Barry looks at Jay Garrick's helmet and says, "Because he wants to hurt us, and he knows you're our heroes." Superman stands up and says, "We need to get all of the Justice Society to safety." Now, Our Man says, "We don't need to protect us. We can fight our own fight." Diana says, "No, we've lost too many of you." Now, Our Man says, "You're one of us too, Wonder Woman," and he's just one man. Batman grits his teeth and says, "He's not one man, he's something else, and you should never underestimate him." Amazing Man says, "And neither should you, son. I know you want to protect us, but if you can't find us, he'll move to you. Madmen don't play by rules." Batman puts his fist on the table. Amazing Man continues, "If he gets control of Superman or Wonder Woman, he could break the world." Superman says, "Batman, you can fight him together. We'll plan once we can have all the Justice Society and the Justice League in a safe place." Batman says, "There's nowhere on Earth he can't reach." Diana says, "So we need to be off Earth." Batman says, "Bring everyone in, but no one moves by themselves. I want escorts for everyone." Now we see Dinah. Dinah Lance's mother. She says, "Hello, Oliver." Now, Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow, says, "Hello, Miss Drake." Now, Miss Drake says, "Are you here to make sure I do what I'm told?" And Oliver says, "No, Batman insisted we travel in pairs. I promise I didn't want to be anywhere near you two for this bit." Miss Drake says, "He's getting more sensible." Now, Dinah says, "He is. Now, Mom." But Miss Drake cuts her off and says, "I'm not running away." And Dinah says, "We're not suggesting that. We're just getting out of immediate danger. All of us, we're heading to the Watchtower." And Miss Drake says, "Everyone?" And Dinah says, "Everyone. The Justice League too." Now, Miss Drake walks in. She says, "Fine, I'll just get my cat." Oliver says, "You're bringing your cat to space?" And Miss Drake says, "Do you know when we'll be back?" Oliver says, "No." And Miss Drake says, "Then yes, I'm bringing the cat to space." She opens up the door, meow, and that's when Miss Drake says, "Mr. Mins," and you see Joker holding the cat. He says, "Well, this worked out even better than I was hoping. That is just serendipity right there." Now he hugs Miss Drake and says, "I'm really getting a lot better at this. I can see right in there. I can see what you're thinking." And, oh, Diana Drake, what unseemly and violent thoughts. "Bye-bye, Mr. Mins." Now you see he has control of Miss Drake as she walks out. Joker says, "What was that? I don't care if you like the cat. Oh, suck it up. I won't have time to suffer that much." He talks to the amulet of Opal Fist. Now we see in the Watchtower, Hot Girl says, "Welcome to the Watchtower, Dinah. Mr. Mins, I had no idea you were joining us." Now Miss Drake says, "You only dress as a bird. You don't have to overcommit and be legitimately scared of cats." Hawkgirl says, "Make yourself at home." Now Dr. Fate comes out. He says, "Dinah Drake." And that's when Miss Drake says yes. And Dr. Fate goes over Miss Drake and says, "No, there's someone else in there." Miss Drake's eyes lit up red. And Joker says, "I guess we're moving the schedule forward, Mr. Mins." And Dinah says, "What?" Now that's when Miss Drake screams at the Justice Society at Justice League. You got scream, and that scream, and all of them get pushed back. You hear the scream in space. And that's how we end Injustice Year Zero, number 11. So guys, that was Injustice Year Zero, number 11. And guys, this is a very interesting issue, and it's a very setup kind of issue. As you see, all the Justice Society and Justice League come together. They're going over everything that's happened in the series with like Black Manta, Andre Chivard, how Joker got the Amulet of Opal Fist, and they're coming up with a plan. And their plan is just to go to Watchtower, guys, in space, and figure things out. But obviously something has to go wrong, because come on, Tom Taylor is writing the book, and he's a great writer. I love Tom Taylor. He does a great series like DC's Injustice, Suicide Squad, and when they're playing this all out and they're like, okay, we'll be in safety for a little bit, I'm like, no. Tom Taylor is going to find some way to get Joker on the Watchtower, which he does by controlling Dinah's mother, Black Canary's mother, which is really cool. I like that. And at the end where she screams and she attacks all the different heroes, it's a great ending. It gets me excited for next issue. Now the artwork is pretty good throughout. The artwork has been great throughout this entire series, and that ending scene is drawn so well. But yeah guys, that's all my thoughts on it. I thought it was another great installment, though just solid. It wasn't an amazing issue because there was more setup, but the setup was really well done and gets me excited for the final like 3 issues of this series. But yeah guys, overall I'm ready to give this issue an 8.3 out of 10. Tell me your thoughts on this issue down below, guys. I recommended it, but do you? And also make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe and the notification bell so you miss my next Injustice Year Zero video. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.